This lady saw me walking my dogs by her house and then let her dogs out into the yard to charge the fence. Let's talk about it. Since Spock and Cyan passed away this year, it's just Amore and Shadow in the house, and that's less dogs than I've had since I was 19. And so we've started taking daily neighborhood walks, often multiple daily neighborhood walks, and we have a route that I really enjoy and that they really enjoy. And as we've taken these walks, we've gotten to know like the different houses that have cats or have dogs or have lots of squirrels, have different decorations, when the people are likely to be outside. And there's this one house that has these 2 chihuahuas and this little, I don't know, if you like took a husky and like shrank it, it's like a little shrunken husky looking dog. And sometimes we've walked by and they are just out in the yard. They charge at the fence. We just take space. We walk on the other side of the road when we round that corner. No big deal. But then there were a couple of times when the dogs were definitely not outside when we started walking by, and then suddenly were outside charging the fence. And for a while I was confused. I was like, do they have a dog door maybe? And they like see us from the inside? But it's interesting because I don't hear them barking from the inside beforehand. Well, then just the other day, I was walking by and we passed the front of their house first before we walk along the side with the long piece of fencing. And I saw a woman at the door with the dogs, and the dogs were barking at us. And I smiled and waved, and the woman just kind of glowered at us. No big deal. We carried on with our walk. Just out of habit, thankfully, we were walking on the other side of the road opposite their fence once we made that turn. And then I see her open the back door and let the dogs out. And of course, they come charging up to the fence. All 3 of them are barking and losing their bananas. And I'm startled, and my pups are startled. Those dogs were not outside, and I watched her open the back door and just let them run. And at first, I was pretty annoyed. I was like, who does that? And, combined with the like no smile and wave, I was like, man, this person just like intentionally set their dogs out with the purpose of like upsetting my dogs at the expense of her own dogs. Like, what the heck? But then I played this little game that I like to play when someone makes me angry, where I try to think of other possible truths. Maybe this person believes that her dogs enjoy running the fence line and that other dogs enjoy seeing her dogs. Maybe she believes that this is a positive social interaction for everyone involved. Maybe this person has something going on cognitively or intellectually. Perhaps there is some dementia at play. Maybe she thought that we walked faster than we did and that we were already gone, and that her dogs would enjoy going out, and that had already been her plan, and she just thought we were in the clear. Now, I don't know which of these things is true, and it doesn't really matter. That's not the point of the exercise, because this has nothing to do at this point with this lady. This has to do with me. And regardless of the reasoning, my actions are going to be the same. We're going to continue to take a wide berth around that house. And now I have some additional data so that I can be on alert, even if I don't see the dogs outside initially. So when we do this, we are using our thinking brain and we are interrupting that fight or flight response. And if we're not able to come up with other possibilities, that is a really good sign that we are not in our thinking brain. We are triggered. And that can cue us to engage in behaviors or activities that help ground us and prevent us from engaging in activities or behaviors that might be best saved for when we're in our thinking brain. This helps with things like emotional regulation, for example. And it's not about denying your feelings. It's about expanding the story. This also builds empathy. It builds compassion. It builds cognitive flexibility. And it reduces rumination for my autistic baddies who are out there ruminating on everything forever. So I just wanted to share that little activity with you in hopes that it might make your day better.